One of the things that I think men have realized most in the past few years is that no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try, no matter how good a guy they are, women will never be happy. They're always looking to find fault, always looking to upgrade, aka they're hypergamous. And they're always looking for an excuse to leave. It's not some of them, it's not many of them, and no, it's not all of them, but it is the overwhelming majority of them. And not only are they like that, they'll always find ways to justify it, like, say, this lovely young lady is doing.
I said I wouldn't talk about my dating life on here, but I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this.
Well, of course you feel that way, sweetie. Because if you didn't, you'd have to actually accept that you are the problem. You know, like you have at the beginning of your video, where you're trying to pretend that you're actually aware you're the problem.
Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously. Perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point, though, that that's the problem. Like, there's just nothing happening.
You gotta love how these women love to sit in their cars and share with the world how these dates went. I mean, I get it. It's cathartic for them. They think it's a healthy thing to do. But in reality, it just shows how truly damaged they are, and how damaging any relationship she has will be for the man. Because she's showing right up front, she's got no problem sharing with the world every tiny little intimate detail of the relationship. She's showing to every man watching that she is not safe to be with, not safe to even talk to, and most certainly not safe to ever open up to. Because if you do, you can guarantee the first chance she gets, she's going to run back out to her car, jump in, and make a video about it. Desperately hoping to get clicks, likes, validation, and a whole bunch of dopamine hits from all the other girlies like her who are sure to pile on. It's not just an addiction for them. It's now part of their DNA. And it's why women like this are, as she said at the beginning, the problem. Well, let's continue on.
And I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad.
Well, darling, of course you feel bad. Mostly because you've convinced yourself you're a princess who deserves that perfect Disney romance. That Hallmark movie where the sparks fly from minute one and never leave. Not even after 50 or 60 years. Well, sweetie, they call it fiction for a reason. Yet clearly, you're wallowing in it. Again, what you don't realize is you're showing the world, and more specifically, every man watching, that you aren't someone a man should choose to date, let alone be in a relationship with. So again, we're back to, yeah, you are the problem.
Because I feel like it's just me.
Oh, sweetie, let me help you out here. It's not just you. Your mindset and problems are the same as about 99% of the other single women out there right now. Which is exactly why men are done with you. They're done dealing with your drama, done dealing with your delusion, done dealing with your insanity.
I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another girl. Like I'm one of a million, and there's just nothing special about me.
Well, darling, I'm not trying to be mean here. I'm really not. But yeah, that's exactly right. There is nothing special about you. You're just one of not a million, but tens of millions. Yes, darling, that's the reality so many of you women just don't get. You aren't the perfect princesses y'all think you are. You're not tens. You're not even a catch. You aren't better than all the other women out there. You're just you. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. It's called reality. But it is the reality that you refuse to accept and admit, which is why you're sitting in your car right now, melting down, trying to avoid dealing with it.
Probably not presenting that great either, not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all, because I'm just so depleted. I know my person's out there.
Well, I have to say I agree with you there. Your person is out there. But see, the odds are you'll never meet him. The problem is that your person isn't the perfect guy that you think you deserve. He's not 6 feet tall with six-pack abs. He's not making six figures or working in finance. He's probably not even 6 inches, you know where. since the average guy is about 5 to 5.5. And he's most definitely not Prince Charming or that insipid, castrated simp in Virgin River or any one of a number of other shows that I could name. In fact, the guys who fit all those criteria you all think is your person is less than about 10,000 in the entire United States. And of that 10,000, at least half are already taken. And most of the other half is either gay or too busy being Chad, Tyrone, or Rico to ever want to settle down with you. Am I being blunt? Am I being harsh? Yeah, maybe. But I'm also being real. Again, ladies, you need to get your heads out of your collective asses and come back down to reality. You need to start being realistic and realize that the 70 or so million of you all vying to get one of those less than 10,000 guys simply aren't going to. The math ain't mathin', which again leads me back to the fact that yes, you and all the other ladies out there are the problem.
Starting to really question if I even have it in me to find them anymore.
Well, darling, you do. But first, you need to take a good, healthy dose of reality. You need to stop looking for perfection. Stop focusing on every flaw a guy has, hoping to find that one that you can use to discount and discredit him, instead of focusing on the other 99 traits he has that shows he's a good guy. You know, like the guy you were just on a date with, but whom you've tossed aside like guts from a fish, simply because he wasn't perfect. I hate to break it to you again, darling, but there is no perfect guy. Never has been, never will be. And until you accept that, well, then you're right. You don't have it in you. So, it might be better to just give up already.
I listened to Maisie Neely's book today, and through all of the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them because I just don't have it in me.
Yes, the classic thing women love to do. Go find another woman who claims to know it all, especially how men think, feel, and act, and then accept everything she says as gospel. Now, to be fair, I haven't read Neely's book, nor will I ever. But after looking it up and reading enough others like it, I know that probably most of what she's claiming and saying in that book is complete and utter bullshit. Oh, I'm not saying she's lying to you. No, I'm saying she's lying to herself, just like you are doing in your video. She's presenting to the world, just like you are, that you aren't the problem that everyone else is. Because she, like you and pretty much every single other woman out there, is completely immune to taking accountability, immune to taking responsibility for your choices, your expectations, and your demands. Yet, women lap all this crap up like kittens to a saucer of milk, which, you guessed it, is exactly why, yes, you're the problem.
I was safe and I thought I was done, and like having to do this again just feels like work every time I go on a date. It feels like so hard.
And there it is, the ultimate meltdown, the ultimate delusion, the ultimate reason why these women will never, and I do mean never, find happiness in life or in any relationship. Because as she just said, to do that, you would have to put in the work. You would have to put in the effort. You would have to accept that life is hard. And women simply aren't ready to do that. That is the reality, and yet y'all won't accept it. Can't accept it. It shows for how all their claims of being strong, independent boss bitches who can take care of themselves, in reality, these women are anything but. Sorry, darling. Again, with all due respect to you, you are in for a life of loneliness, a life of bitterness, a life of never-ending meltdowns, sitting in your car, making TikTok videos, blaming everything else but yourself. The fact is, you are the problem, as are about 99% of all the other single women out there. And y'all aren't helping yourselves at all by making these videos, which show men exactly who you are and why they should avoid you at all costs. Sure, it makes you feel good in the short term to get all that validation and sympathy from the other girlies who are just as broken and alone as you are. But in the end, all you're really doing is turning men off, not just to you, but to every other woman out there. Men see this shit every single day. They see women showing themselves for who they are, and they're saying, thanks, but no thanks. Men have realized exactly as I said earlier, that women like this will never be happy, can never be happy. So there's no point in even being around them, let alone dating or marrying them. And you can lay the blame on the men all you want. You can tell them they need to change into that Disney prince you think they need to be. But the reality is they don't. They have absolutely no obligation whatsoever to even try, especially when there's nothing to be gained by doing so. Nope, men have collectively decided to walk away. That is your new reality, ladies, and while I know you don't like hearing it, until you accept it, then, well, this young lady is right. You are the problem.